Sorry, we never wanted the same thing. I'm sorry, I wish I could control my heart and control my love, hold you in my arms. I know that I should have said it from the start, that I'm so in love with you, but not in the way that you want me to. Girl, you know that I feel for you, but not in the way that you want me to. It's a ring in a dream. You called on me to be a king. I'm so dumb, but please make this easy for me. Accept that fate has its own reasons. I gave you pain and I don't mean it. If it was letting me, I'd change like the 4 seasons. I just don't think we were meant to go along. I know that's what you're fighting for. You gave me love and I ignored it. Wish I could run, I'm hiding for it. Cause I'm ashamed that I would go and write another love song, knowing that you're dying for it. So I guess I just had to tell you that I am so in love with you, but not in the way that you want me to. Girl, you know that I feel for you.
Hey, what the hell? Where am I? What is happening? Storm! Stop it. What are you doing, Mama? Stop, girl. Stop it right now. Guys, can you hear me? Where the hell am I? Why am I... What's happening? She's to the D'ing right now. Storm, stop it, Mama. Stop. We had a long talk about this before. I said I have to come live. You said you understood. Now you throwing a tantrum. Chill, please. Okay? No? Yeah? All right. People gonna be mad. She screamed at her dog. She's a fucking human. You're a human with a lot of damn fur. Telling you guys. Sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm wearing my cloak of invisibility. I have one. I didn't even know it existed. Holy crap. I'm like, why am I not showing up? Damn it. Man, shit. Listen, there's a lot to unpack there, but hi, everybody. Listen, I've been seeing a lot of people get annoyed with the greeting and the third, because people feel like on the replay, they got to skip by like 4 minutes. I get it. I just love to say hi to everybody. Hi, you guys. I put your comments up like this. That is I'm gonna try to be more professional and not stop my stream every 2 seconds to say hello. I want you all to know that I appreciate you guys being here. That is why I greet you guys. My eyes don't work too well, and it's bad enough with that. But I want to say hi to all you guys and let you know I appreciate you guys and all the things. So hello, I'm trying something different. Please don't feel like I'm being ungrateful. I appreciate you guys. I was supposed to do a members only. What happened was I flaked. My bad. So I will be recording a members only sometime this weekend, okay? And I will put it up for my members. I'll probably have members only early access and then put it for everybody, depending on how messy I get. Well, it's a video, so it won't be that messy. But we shall see. Anyway, guys, hey, baby blue eyes. I tried to fix my glasses. Didn't work. I tried to glue them. I tried to use some nail glue because I couldn't find my damn Gorilla Glue. And I have that spray Gorilla Glue, and I can't spray it because it'll be all over the lenses. I tried to glue it without the lens in it, and I couldn't pop the lens back in, and it wouldn't take the shape, gluing it without the lens. I tried to glue it with the lens. I'm going to have to get some Gorilla Glue, like some other kind, because I'm not going to spray Gorilla Glue because I don't need it on the lens. If any glue gets on the lens, I won't be able to see out of the lens. So that makes no sense. So I was like for 2 hours trying to glue the damn lenses. All my sons are at work, so I didn't have their help. So that was a fail. Hi, Viva. Hi. Oh, God. I feel bad not saying hi to everybody. I'm used to saying hi, thank you. I'm sorry, guys. Please, I'm just trying something new. I feel weird not saying hello. I listen. I hate that shit. I have to say hello to you guys. I know. I don't know why I tried to use nail glue. I was stupid as hell. I need to use Gorilla Glue. I'm not even going to try crazy glue. I want Gorilla Glue because I want them to stay until I'm able to get my new glasses. I was supposed to go this week, but I flaked again. So I have to wait till next week because I got to get into the city next week anyway. So I wanted to kill two birds with one stone because a girl is frugal and I didn't want to have to pay extra car fare to go all the way into New York. Yeah, so no, I'll wait till next week. Before I get started, this is a trigger warning. I forgot my lip gloss. I'm like, my lips look kind of dry. Last time my lips looked dry as hell. I'm trying not to do that. So I'm gonna use my Lunar Beauty. Before you guys ask, I have no makeup on. I have like blush my eyebrows, but I don't have any makeup on. My lash extensions. But I did use my becaie, my Beauty Supply lip liner, and my Dose of Colors lip liner. I filled it in. The color is Ruffled. So this is Beauty Supply. I love it. It's chocolate. That's what I always use to outline my lips. And then I filled it in with Dose of Colors, this color. And I'm going to use my Lunar Beauty Celine lip gloss. Sorry, I don't want to give you guys nightmares. I don't want to do it. Hey, Teresa. Oh, shit. I can't do it. I know, Viva. So, hi, everybody. I'm so sorry. I hate not saying hi to you guys. Rabbit, all of you guys. Steven Rivera. My inquiring. I hate saying that second word. So, I'm going to say my inquiring C's. C-U-N-T's. Bliss Chris, everybody. Oh, my God. I hate it, guys. That Mama Goose. Baby Blue Eyes. I saw you snuck in. I know that's grammatically wrong. She didn't snuck in. She did. I saw you sneaking. Sorry, snuck is past tense. I saw you sneaking. Hi, Addie. How are you? I hate when I'm always cursing. And then people like Addie or Jen and Barrett or Sue come in and I'm like, holy crap, stop cursing. You sound like a truck driver. No offense to truck drivers. Disclaimers. All right. Sweet potato. Shit, I still ended up saying hello to everybody. My Blitz Chris, my Heidi, my Sassy, my Mikey. I saw Tina Beagle too. Listen, people could be mad and hate my ass. KLP, how you doing? Listen, you guys don't have to be here. And you are Mrs. Robinson and Sophie. So anyway, okay, guys. Nobody else coming. Just kidding. Grace Case. Hi, my Grace Case. How are you? So good to see you, girl. All right. I think, sorry you're working out. Shit, that hurts. Gigi, how you doing? Sorry. Okay. So this whole live is going to be a trigger warning, guys. Okay. Some of my friends don't do trigger warnings. I do. Trigger warning. Head to toe, everywhere you go, trigger warning. This whole entire live is trigger warning. Okay. But before we get into the crooks, the meat and potatoes, I'm not talking about you either, Jen. I wanted to say Dorit. The only reason I'm saying it is because Dorit, it kind of is, the cat is out of the bag. Heidi did a live. I will link it down below. She did it on her second channel. And she mentioned a moisturizer that she's been using, that Dorit. And I've been keeping it a secret. I made a video. I hadn't uploaded it yet because I was waiting 4 weeks. And then I was going to upload them all together in a series. I took a before picture. Dorit sent me, Heidi, and Sophie a sample of a moisturizer. And it's beautiful. I love the texture. It's like a puree. I just got it a few days ago. So I've been using it. I really like it. I have combination skin, so I have my nose is my problem area. So, but I've really been liking it. I've been using it on my hands and on my elbow. I have one weird elbow. It's so crazy. One elbow has like dark coloring, discolorations, and like ashy, and I exfoliate my whole body and all the things, guys. And this one elbow is like, where did you come from? So I've been using them on my elbows, specifically trying to focus on this elbow because I'm trying to take a before and after and see if there's any difference. But this product is amazing. So Dorit, thank you. She has a website. She is working on it to be a more interactive website where you can ask her questions, Q&A, all those things. I will link that below. I've been talking to Dorit for some time, and I kept it to myself because we don't talk about YouTube. Let me get that, Jen. We don't talk about you. We don't talk about YouTube. We don't talk about drama. We don't. Okay. Dorit is very kind, very sweet. We don't talk about YouTube at all. We talk about it in passing. Like today, I was on the phone with her while Heidi was live, and I was like, "Yeah, Heidi's live." She was like, "Heidi's live," and she said, "I can't find it." And she called me back. I can't find it. I said, "It's her second channel." I sent her the link, so she went in and said hello, and then she joined the panel. So she's a very, very nice woman, beautiful woman, has amazing hands. So anyway, I just wanted to say that thank you, Dorit, for even sending it to me. She sent it to me to try it with no expectations. She wanted an honest review. So I'm going to try it for a whole month. Again, I took a before picture. I will take an after picture. I'm trying it. She wants a glamour shot. I'm trying it as it is. Like, I don't wear makeup on a daily basis. I definitely don't wear foundation. I am also going to try it under my makeup. Today I have like spot concealer, but I'm going to try it with the foundation and see how it sits on my face. All the things. I'm going to do all the things. And give an honest review. Hey, Kat, how are you? Stephen C., where are you at? I saw somebody say hello to you. My Audie, how are you? Stephen, I hope you're feeling better, Mama. I understand. Yes, and it's her moisturizer, and so it's her first product. And I'm happy for her. So happy for her, and she's so sweet, so kind. She's really an amazing woman. So thank you again, Dorit. And I will keep everybody updated and all the things. And there's some other stuff that I'm not going to speak on. Dorit called me again, and I won't speak on it till she speaks on it. But I was blown away. So thank you, Dorit. I just want to say that you are amazing, and I am blessed. I'm blessed with the people I have in my life. So anyway, okay. I wanted to say that. Okay. So now I just did my lashes today, guys. And I don't know if you know, but when you do lash extensions at home, I like to wait for the glue to dry. I put the seal on it, but still it takes like almost 24 hours for the bond to dry. So it's like catching my bottom lashes, and it's so annoying. It'll be fine by tomorrow. And I don't have my glasses on, guys. Damn, and I hate to turn my camera off, but I can't see. And I don't want to be all in your faces, giving you guys nightmares. I tried to fix my glasses and all the things. But anyway, okay. So this live I wanted to do, as if you saw the thumbnail, it's about the invisible victims, which are children. Children are invisible victims for so many different reasons, usually because they're smaller, they can't defend themselves, they can't speak up for themselves, they can't protect themselves, and other things. Kind of like animals. Animals can't defend themselves unless you're a lion or a rhino, right? And children are helpless. Hi, Susie Q. And Susie Q, Sophie put up a community post last night. I did one as well. Susie Q met her goal, her vet goal. So thank you to everyone that sent to the vet. Lily will be getting her surgery next Wednesday. That is an amazing thing, such a blessing. One less thing for Susie Q to worry about. She's in the hospital, all the things. She's been dealing with so much. Don't like to tell her business, lost her husband, all the things. So this was such a blessing. So thank you to everyone that sent money to the vet. And she did it the way it should be done, where she didn't ask for any money to be sent to her pockets. It was asked to be sent directly to the vet. So Tina Beagle, thank you so much. You are so sweet for the super sticker. So thank you all. I also wanted to say congratulations to KK. I was watching her, but I was tired. I took my Benadryl, and I was like in and out, half asleep. She got shown so much love yesterday, and I am blown away for her. I love that for her. I celebrate things like that. What people choose to bless someone else with is none of my business. I don't hate on people. I don't count people's pockets. And it was amazing. And I was so happy to see that. So congratulations to KK. Hey, Kate. Yo, how you doing? Maria. Hola, Maria. Maria is going live at 6:30 my time, which is in 2 hours. I will not be here that long because I do want to go catch her live. Bliss Chris, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Hey, Jules, how you doing, my girl? All right, let's see who got them because I can't. Here's my phone. Sorry. Let's see who are the winners. Who are the winners? Grace Case, Gigi, I be me. You heard? Maria was gifted, and Gwenny. So congratulations to all the winners, and thank you, Bliss Chris. That was very, very sweet of you. Where's Dragon? Hey, Dragon Classy, how are you? You're headed to the beach? Shit. Have fun for me. We ain't seen no beaches for a few months, not even a few, several months out here. So enjoy yourself. That is beautiful. That is a wonderful thing. All that. Shit, I wish I was going to the beach. Anyway, I will go to the beach in my brain. Anyway, hey, my Virgie, my girl, how are ya? Okay, so again, this whole live is a trigger warning, guys. Please, you are forewarned. Okay, the triggers, all the things. We will be talking about children, and a story that I wanted to share. Thank you, Kat. Thank you so much. I don't know, put a sweater on. I'm trying to not look like I just rolled out of bed. I don't come here looking like that anyway. If I do say so myself, I put a little effort into my look all the time because that's crazy. That's weird. You are so welcome. Hey, I be me. How you doing? Okay. So again, trigger warning, y'all. Okay. Just have that in your head. Maybe I should put a banner up that says trigger warning. Just remember that. I'll try to say it every once in a while. I want to start off with this story. I'm going to be telling multiple stories. Just telling it, right? I got this first story off of a channel, and I don't want to play it because his type of the way he covers content is he shows a few minutes of a body cam, but that's it. And he narrates through it. So I don't want to just play his narration because I feel like that's stealing. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ivy Me, for gifting 5 memberships. I just dropped my damn diamond art. Let's see who are the winners. Thank you so much, Ivy Me. That was very, very sweet. Who are the winners? Gigi's World of Conspiracies, Health, Wealth, and Hope. Cristola's, Superstar. With 3 H's. So it's Superstar. Sorry. Wait, what the heck? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I only see 4. Did somebody get it that has me blocked? Maybe. Thank you, IB Me. That was very sweet. I only see 4 people, so I don't know. It's weird. Somebody got it that maybe it's part of the 5%. Sorry. If you got it and you're part of the 5%, you hate my guts. You still get to see my content, so good for you. Anyway, freaking YouTube. You can't even say fuck. You can't even say fuck in the chat. I can still say it. Let me stop because YouTube is cracking down on even people. I'm not a content creator. I'm a streamer. They're cracking down on me even saying the F word. So it's helping me to curb my damn mouth. Hey, allegedly, my girl, how you doing? So YouTube is like, yeah, Sophie curses too much. Gonna make it easier for the bitch. For the B word to stop. So anyway, okay. So this first story, I will link. My description is empty. I will, as soon as this live is over, I will add everything to it. I just wanted to read this little thing first, and then I will show you some pictures, and we will have a discussion. Hey, howdy. How you doing? Jeez, Louisa. Got issues. I know this. I know this. Where the hell is the video? I watched it so that I can have it right here. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. So this is, the channel is True Crime Buff HQ. So I'm just going to read their little narration. This first story is about Crystal Farmer, okay, of Flint Township, Michigan. So Crystal Farmer, now let me put the pictures up first, so you can have a face to the bitch, because yeah, she's a bitch. Okay, what she did to her children, she need to be mollywopped. Mollywopped it. And I believe that she need to be mollywopped it. Okay, hold on. Add it to my script. This is where the hell? All right. This right here is Crystal Farmer. This picture is her living room. Okay. Let me just read this first. Crystal Farmer of Flint Township, Michigan, now faces 7 felony charges after police discovered her 2 special needs sons, ages 4 and 5. Now, when the police went there and they saw the boys, they thought the boys were 3 and 1 years of age because of how small they were. Okay. The police thought these kids were 3 years old and 1, but they were actually 4 and 5, left alone for several days by themselves. In this home, I have a bunch of pictures. I'm going to show you the condition of the home. She was nowhere to be found. Okay. The police got there. That happened February, last month. Okay. February 18th of 2026. So this just happened. Okay. At 3:05 a.m. in the morning. Again, trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning. The little boys are alive. Okay. I don't talk about child harm that goes beyond that because that's too triggering for me. The only reason I'm discussing this is because these little boys were saved. And that is the whole premise of this live. Okay. Anyway, let me not get ahead of myself. So she now faces 7 felony charges after police discovered her 2 special needs sons, ages 4 and 5, left completely alone inside a filth-ridden home for days. One boy was found trying to eat raw, spoiled meat. This little boy was in a bathroom that was flooded. I'm going to show you the pictures. Eating raw, spoiled meat. Okay. The other was curled on the floor in a fetal position. The other boy, I will show you the pictures. I will try it to my best to explain what you're seeing. Okay. The True Crime Buff headquarters did a deep dive. Their deep dive goes beyond the arrest. They traced the full Crystal Farmer child abandonment case from the anonymous 911 call that revealed conditions police called potentially fatal to a 2022 custody case in Genesee County that proves the system had eyes on this family long before the discovery. We examine how Crystal Farmer, known on social media as Crystal Rose, curated a loving mother persona on Facebook while her children lived in a nightmare behind closed doors. The gap between the digital performance and the body cam reality is one of the most disturbing contrasts we've ever documented on this channel. In quotations, beginning of the quote, right? Be the neighbor, be the person who makes the call, end quote. We also break down each of Farmer's 7 felony charges, including second-degree child abuse and lying to a peace officer. And we ask the questions no other had raised. Where were CPS, the schools, the medical providers, and the boy's father? This isn't just the story of one mother. This is special needs children abandoned in Flint Township story that exposes how an entire safety net failed 2 boys who couldn't speak for themselves. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the pictures. Let me turn off my camera because I got to read some of these comments. Yes. Hey, Sunshine State of Mind, and it happens more often than we realize. That is my point in talking about this. Ambulance Girl, hey, sweetie. I saw somebody say hi to her. I don't see her now. With the hick, I don't see ambulance girl, but I'm saying hello to you, my girl. Um, it's pretty disturbing. It's pretty upsetting, and again, it happens way too often. Way too often. This is why I don't watch the news. Clinton Township is not that far from where I live. Oh, that's right. You live in Michigan. I'm not doxing you. Shit, I just did. This shit is happening. Meanwhile, parents that smoke weed have their kids taken away. Yep. Yep. I agree. I agree. Hey, JJ, how are you? Please pray for my Sebastian. I'm at the animal hospital with him. He's not doing very well after he got in the way of a very poisonous snake. Oh my God, JJ, I am so sorry. Oh my goodness, JJ, my chocolate. Oh my God. JJ lives in Florida and there's poisonous snakes and all the things. Oh, there you go. Hi, my sweet girl. JJ, I'm so sorry. I know, but I felt like, oh shit, after I said it. I'm so sorry. JJ, we are sending you all the prayers. She's right here. She's right here, Rabbit. I'm sending you all the prayers, Mama. Hi, Lisa Ann. How are you, my girl? Oh my gosh. Dogs are very resilient with snake bites, I'm sure. And because he got to the hospital, hopefully they can give him some anti-venom. I don't know. I listen, I'm terrified of snakes. But JJ, I'm so sorry. She didn't even have time to tell us. So I know it just happened. And JJ loves her animals. Like everybody loves their animals, but JJ's Sebastian is like connected at the hip with JJ. She loves all of her animals, but Sebastian is just like always connected to her. Oh my goodness, that just made me upset. Oh crap, what did I do? Okay, so what am I doing? Let me stop sharing. Sorry guys, hold on. I'm gonna have to I hate this. Oh, let me just pull it up again. Okay, hold on. Am I able to share it? Okay. Damn, I put these one by one. Let me share the other pictures because I could share a bunch. Okay, let me share these because I could share these first, and then I'm gonna have to share them one by one. It's so annoying. All right, let me do it this way. I'm just gonna whatever. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. I know this is unprofessional. I was gonna pay, not that you guys asked, but I was gonna pay for my StreamYard, so that I could just have saved all the pictures. But I ran into a hiccup right before I started and all the things, so I didn't do that. I wanted to do that though, guys, but it is what it is. Okay. What the freak? Why do I keep? Hold on. What am I doing? Why can't I see what the hell I'm looking at? Let me try to do it this way. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I should have just. I don't know why it's not letting me do it the way I wanted to do it. I'm just gonna have to open a tab with it. Sorry, guys. I thought I had worked this out, but obviously I did not. Okay. And I don't know why it makes me go through all of this because I have freaking. This is so annoying. This shit pisses me off so much, man. All right, hold on, yeah. Sorry. I am so sorry, guys. All right, let me try this again. This is so annoying, dude. I'm telling you, I tried to work on this before because it was going to annoy the craps out of me. Okay, there we go. Oh, the thing is, I can't even. Okay, let me remove the comment. Hold on. So this is just a picture of the living room, right? This is what the cops see. This is from their body cam. So the children were left in this home in this condition. No parent there, nothing. So what you're about to see is the pictures of this home as the cops walked in. Okay. I don't know why I'm not able to just freaking go through the pictures. It's so annoying to me. It's really so annoying to me. So frustrating. Okay. All right. We're going to do it this way. Bro, this is going to piss me off because why can't I'm trying to like go between the pictures and I can't, guys. This is going to piss me off. This is going to really piss me off right now. I wanted to show you, let me show you the most important part. So this is the hallway. This is their closet, right? But there's a more important picture. I want to show you the bedroom. So one of the boys was found in the bathroom, and in the bathroom, the sink was overflowing. Okay, the sink was overflowing, and the little boy was in the bathroom. When the police went in, the police went there for a wellness check. A neighbor called the police and asked them to please go check on, to do a wellness check to the apartment. Okay. And when the police went there, they went in, they didn't know what they were going to see. They're like, hello, hello, all the things. And they see this room. They go into the kitchen. The kitchen is disgusting. There's like this green, like ooze on, oh my God, wait, what is this saying now? I don't freaking understand. This shit is so annoying. So they see this green ooze in the kitchen. It's like all over the refrigerator. It's all over all these places. And the kitchen is gross. They're walking through the house. The house is a mess. I might just have to show you the freaking video because my crap is not working right now. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to. Shit is so annoying. Okay, sorry guys. It's my computer's taking forever. Oh, you know what? Freak this, guys. I'm just gonna show it on YouTube, okay? And then whatever. I'll just keep it mute because I don't want to get copyright struck for playing their content. But I want to show you the videos. And again, guys, I'm so sorry. I worked this out before I started. And this is why I wanted to pay for damn StreamYard. And I should have just done that. My stupid ass, my stupid ass. That's what I get. That's what I get. All right, hold on. My stupid ass. Here it goes. Okay. I can't even hear anything. All right, hold on. What the freak, dude? All right. All right, hold on, guys. Let me add it to my screen. Listen, I try to be professional. I told y'all, there's no professionalism over here, over yonder, y'all. I'm a dumbass bitch. I'm a dumbass bitch. Dumbass bitch. All right. Hey, friend, that happened here a few years ago. Not sure if you remember. The caseworker was sentenced to 7 years. She hadn't reported any concerns. Yep. And wasn't she like trading food stamps or some crap? She was taking their food stamps. And why is this like buffering? What is happening right now? Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can't hear anything. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I don't know what's going on. All right. No. I can't hear anything. What is happening? Can you guys even hear that? Because I don't even want to hear it anyway. What the hell? All right, let me just show you. So the body cam is only the first couple of minutes anyway, because he narrates through this whole thing, and I don't want to see that. I want to see the body cam anyway. All right, hold on. So I just want you to see the house, okay? I don't want to play the sound, but this is the bedroom. This is another bedroom. This is the child's bedroom, okay? They're going to find the child under here, and they're going to show, you're going to see, they're not really saying anything. He's narrating over this. And it's whatever. I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to show, I'll probably get in trouble for showing it anyway. There is a child under this bucket, a child in a fetal position. Now, on the bed, there's a bunch of feces on the bed. There's no sheets. There's a pot. These kids were left to fend for themselves for days. And it says messy house. This is not a messy house. This is an abandoned house, that apartment that needs to be condemned. This is not messy, okay? This is not messy. Look at the feces on the bed. Look at this. Children were left there alone. Now, I noticed when I watched this video, the shelves are empty. The mom looked like she moved out. She moved out and left the kids like abandoned luggage. Okay, there's not really too many clothing. You understand? Not too many personal items. There's garbage on the floor. Like when somebody moves out, there's these kinds of people you've seen, because I've been to places cleaning up where people have done this, where they abandon the apartment, they leave it a mess. They don't care about a deposit. They never paid a deposit. So they just leave stuff behind. That's what this looks like to me. So I just wanted to keep showing you guys. Look at this. Shit. Look at this. This is like a dresser, maybe was a changing table. There is literally feces all over. This looks like handprints, feces, a door knocked down from the closet, and fecal matter everywhere. These children were living like feral little animals. Feral little animals, y'all. These are human children. This woman birthed these children and left them abandoned. No food. No, these are children. They're 5 and 4. They're special needs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. But that just adds to it. These are children that have special needs. Again, trigger warning, please, everybody, okay? This whole live is a trigger warning. You left these children not able to fend for themselves. Thank God that these children were saved, that somebody called. I know, JJ. I saw the snake, and before it could strike me, Sebastian got in between us. He was bitten after he damn near tore apart the snake. Oh my God. He saved you. That's what dogs do. And hi, Frenda. How are you? Yes, I know. I didn't put sound on for a reason. Hey, Wanda. Sorry, I hope I didn't miss anybody. She lost her license and can never work with children or the elderly again. Not enough justice. I agree. I know, JJ. I'm so sorry. You're in my thoughts, girl. So this is the bedroom. He's asking for the kid. Okay, look at the living room. Look at the living room. The TVs are left there. That's crazy. She just up and bounced. Up and bounced. Mind you, this is 3:05 a.m. About to be 3:04 a.m., okay? In the morning. And these children, the one is in the bathroom. The other is curled up on the floor. He's asking for a couple of blankets. One of them is naked. The other one has like just, I don't know, like a pair of bottoms on or something. These kids have been alone. There's writing all over the walls. You see this? These kids, God knows how long they've been alone. You see what I'm saying? The shelves are like bare. Like, even though there's stuff all over the floor, it looks like she packed up what she wanted, even though she left TVs on the wall. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hey, Simply Blonde, how are you? This is a child, guys. This is where he found the second child, in the bathroom. The sink is overflowing, guys. He was eating raw, rotten meat in this bathroom. He's in the bathroom eating raw, rotten meat. You see the sink? It's overflowing. Look at that. The cop turns it off. Look at this bathtub. Look at this toilet. Horrendous, guys. Horrendous. 2 little children. Hey, Past, how are you? So good to see you. Hold on. I'll put it, Teresa. Hold on. Oh shit, wrong thing. This is the channel. and he narrates himself, but he really speaks from the heart. Some people like to just see the body cam. He plays the body cam in the beginning and then just narrates the whole thing. So some people like that. I enjoyed it. Some people don't. They want to see the body cam. He didn't show the interrogation. He talks about the whole case, and he seems very passionate. He talks about the way these children were left and how the cops were so soft spoken to the children, because these children are traumatic. God knows when's the last time they've seen another person, had any kind of human interaction. These children are basically feral, so the cops are very soft spoken. They're like, hey buddy, hey, follow my partner, buddy. Imagine the level of restraint it takes for these officers not to break down crying, not to be overwhelmed, not to show their overwhelming emotion, because they're worried about the children, not causing them any further trauma, not scaring the kids where the kids won't want to come with these kids. They don't want to grab the kids and force the kids out, because that can lead to more trauma. They're trying to coax the kids out on their own. Come on, buddy. Come on. Follow my partner. Some people think just grab the kids, but that may cause some long-term more trauma to the kids. Speaking from personal experience. I agree. I agree, Miss Manda, my sis. I agree. She belongs under the fucking jail. This is like, I guess, her bedroom. Look, this dresser thing is thrown over the bed, no sheets, the TVs. There's TVs in multiple. There's a TV in her room and a TV in the living room. They have freaking road things in the bedroom. They're asking for an ambulance to come this way. Like this, look, road signs and crap, pictures of the kids. They didn't care. These kids were like discarded. These kids were discarded. Did you see the green in the kitchen? I don't know what that looked like from Ghostbusters. Not trying to make light of it, but that's what it looked like. Slimer. Like slime. What the hell is that? And then they said that the little kid, the one that was on the floor in the fetal position, he was covered in some substance. And had it been fecal matter, they would have said that. Oh, the kid that they mistook for being a 1-year-old was covered in fecal matter. They didn't say that. They said he was covered in some unidentifiable substance. We don't know what it was. And they said that the kid tried to make himself so small, that this is what the cops wrote. They said that the cops wrote such a detailed report. Like, these cops spoke for these children. Their report about what they witnessed was so detailed that they said that little boy, they thought he was 1 year old, because he tried to make himself as small as he could to disappear from the world that had forgotten him. The mom that was supposed to be there and protect him, forgotten by his mother. And the way that little boy was visually seen was an emotional representation of how you feel as a child when you're treated this way, when your parents don't care for you. You just want to disappear, and kids don't understand that psychology. They just feel that way. You get in a fetal position. It goes so deep, guys. It goes so deep. Days, multiple days, Jen and Barrett. They weren't sure how many days, because of course the mom lied. She got charged with lying to the police and all the things. Nobody knows. Nobody knows exactly. They can guesstimate by the condition of the kids, all the things. But it was definitely several days. No one had seen the mother in several days at least. But they don't know how long those kids were. It maybe, hopefully, it couldn't have been more than a week, because those kids probably would have passed away unless they was rummaging through garbage and eating that. You know what I mean? No one will know for sure, but they were on the brink of passing away, these children, had they not been found, had someone not intervened and called the police. You can hear the video now? I don't know what the hell's happening. Hold on, let me see if you can hear the video now. Hold on. Sorry, I know you can hear me in the background. I'm trying to see if you can hear the video. Yeah, one was naked. The other one had on like a pair of underwears or something. They didn't say which one was naked. One of them was naked, and probably the littlest one. One of them just had like a pair of underwears or shorts. They don't say, but he had on one article of clothing covering the lower part of his body, but they asked for blankets and all of that. I just wanted you to see the condition of the home. Horrible. See, you saw the cop. The cop said they looked to be 3 and 1. The cops thought they were 3 and 1. They were 4 and 5 years old. They didn't speak, nothing. Nonverbal children. They thought they were much smaller than they actually were. So this is the condition of the home. They stopped showing. See, he's like, hey, buddy, can you go outside? I got cheese. He said, I got cheese, trying to coax him out with some food. And if you know, when kids are malnourished or not fed and they get taken to the hospital, they can't just immediately feed them a big meal. They have to introduce food to them slowly. It's devastating. And the long-term effects on children, it's crazy. I know, JJ. He's going to be okay. I have to believe that. Sebastian's going to be okay, JJ. He's going to be okay. Hi, Chantel Gucci. The Penny Fairy is back. Hey, Black Swan. I'm so sorry. So anyway, this is her. Okay? This is the piece of shit mother. And I don't feel bad saying that. This is her who left those 2 little boys alone. An egg donor. She's an egg donor. She's not a mother. She's an egg donor. Okay? So let me put this channel again. This is the channel I got this video from. Horrifying. And it upset me because there's so many children. This happens once is too much. But this happens to children all over the place, and some children aren't found in time. Some children aren't saved in time. And I can tell you, when I was growing up in the 80s. By the 90s, I was already in my teenage years. Back then, people minded their business. I debated how to do this live a bunch of ways, but I think what I am going to do is I'm going to do a separate video, and I'm going to premiere it. And I'm going to talk about a bunch of true crime stories. None of them will have a fatal ending, because I'm just not at a place on my channel to talk about child fatalities. These topics are extremely important, and I chose now to do it because there's so much going on YouTube. I'm not blind to it. I see it in the communities I'm in, and I wanted to take a step away from that. And people may say, this is what you chose to talk about. Yeah, because this is important. This is important. These are children. We're fighting, beefing with each other over stupidity on the internet, things that we can control, right? These are children who can't speak for themselves, who can't advocate for themselves, who can't protect themselves. So I think that these are important topics. So I'm going to steer away from all the bull, and I'm going to talk about important topics on my channel to kind of diffuse from that, right? I know other people, however they choose to have palate cleansers. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. This is not a palate cleanser. Palate cleansers are funny. This is just something to break away from that. Some kind of content I wanted to do on my channel. Again, I'm not a content creator, right? I'm a streamer. But I feel like there's just so much going on YouTube. Again, a lot of it is self-inflicted. A lot of the crap that we deal with, we do it ourselves. I don't get mad when people talk crap to me. I talk crap to them, they're going to talk crap back to me. I don't get down with all the real life stuff. Never did, never will. I don't do real life stuff to people. I talk about the things you choose to share on the internet. If you don't like it, show some self control. Stop sharing so much. Stop doing so much on the internet. Stop giving people things to talk about. Again, but these are children, right? So, sorry, excuse me. I'm going to be doing a video probably tomorrow or maybe tonight. My sons aren't home. I'm home alone. Maybe I'll record a video and premiere it. But I want to share a little bit, but not in detail, okay? Because I don't go into graphic detail about my childhood. But I just want to, excuse me. I just want to say that I was a child who experienced so much. And that's the thing, because people don't get involved. Exactly. They don't get involved. And I was raised in a different era. I hate turning off my camera, but I can't see your comments, guys. And I don't want to just ignore your comments. But I was raised in a different era where people minded their business. And because of that, me and my brothers endured some of the worst things. I shared a few stories with my friends the other day, and they were like, what the hell? I've shared that with JJ and Bliss Chris, but when I shared it, with my group of friends, they were like, what the hell? This is craziness. Like book-worthy craziness. And not for, I was about to be petty. I'm going to be petty. And not Roaches in Ranch type book-worthy. I'm talking about nonfiction, stuff. Anyway, a lot of adults knew. The only adults that I wish had known that didn't know were my stepmom and my dad, because they would have acted. But we weren't allowed to tell my stepmom or my dad out of threats. We were threatened. We believe those threats, okay? So we weren't allowed to say a word to the two people that would have acted. And thank God for one of my little brother's grandmother. She's still alive to this day. God bless her. She was that neighbor in the story we just saw. She was that person. She was persistent and kept calling CPS, and CPS failed us, just as CPS failed those two boys, and just as CPS has failed so many people. And this is not for me to crap on CPS, okay? People are like, oh, they have a heavy workload and all the things. There needs to be a lot of reform with CPS. We're talking about children. Again, Child Protective Services. Protective is in the freaking name of the agency. There should be no excuses made for not protecting children, ever. Yeah. This type of awareness needs to be talked about. It's very important, and thank you, as hard as it is. Thank you. Thank you. You just ignore. I know. Chantel, I try. My ignore game sometimes is strong, but sometimes it can't. I appreciate that the endings of the stories you will share will have better endings, and we know this ahead of time. Yes, Jennifer. And that's why and again, there are necessities for these conversations. Heidi just shared an update on people from the 90-day Fiancee sphere, Leida. I will link Heidi's live here, as well, that she did on her backup channel. I just can't discuss that. Heidi does talk about these heavier topics on her channel. I just can't, again, because of my personal experience, and it was only because of the grace of God and because of my brother's grandmother that we didn't end up one of those children that were found too late. Because that's where it was headed. That's where it was headed, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. By the time we were removed, I had a 5-month-old little brother. And my little brother was born addicted to crack cocaine. And he was in the NICU and was still released to my mother. Again, I'm not shitting on my mother. You guys know I loved my mother. May my mother rest in peace. But the truth is the truth, right? I always say addict shaming is not telling the truth. Addict shaming is trying to insult me with my past addiction. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. He was born addicted to crack cocaine and was still allowed to come home with my mother. Now, mind you, we lived in a house with no lights, no electricity, no gas. We lived like that for a few years. Okay. A house where the kitchen could have been a walk-in closet. The kitchen could have been a walk-in closet. The refrigerator could have been a damn dresser drawer. Could have put clothes in there. Never any food in there. Okay. My little brother wasn't given formula. WIC? You thought my mother was going to WIC? None of that. She was eligible for WIC, but she wouldn't go to WIC. She was getting public assistance. We never knew that. We didn't know my mother was getting food stamps. We never saw food. Food? Food where? We never saw food. We never got new clothing. The only time we got clothing was at my dad's house, and my stepmom started keeping the clothing because any clothing that we were allowed to go home with, they never saw again. So all the nice clothing were for when we went to visit my parents. And as soon as we went to my parents' house, we were thrown in the tub, rightfully so. But my little brother was given milk. The only thing in a refrigerator that didn't run, no electricity, was a quart of milk. A quart, not even a gallon, a quart of milk. And he was 5 months old before we were removed. And my brother's grandmother was calling Children's Services. It was called BCW back then, the Bureau of Child Welfare, when I was a kid. Okay, that's what it was called, BCW. And she was calling for years, and they came out. They saw multiple people in the house. They saw no lights, no gas, no clothes, no food. We'll give you 6 more months. My brother's grandmother kept calling. They came back out. Nothing had changed. We're missing 17 days out of the school year because we didn't have clothes. We didn't have appropriate clothing. I had a pair of penny loafers for like 5 years. The same exact penny loafers. They were too big, and then I grew into them. And I was the oldest. Where the hell did I get hand-me-downs from? I have no idea. And I'm not saying all of this for people to feel bad for me. I'm not playing the world's smallest violin. I am talking about children that are forgotten, and we were children that were forgotten. We were children that the system failed. And she was given 6 months. They came back, nothing changed. It got worse. Strangers in the house, right? Stranger danger, all the things. All of that was allowed to occur. They left again. They gave her 6 more months. My brother's grandmother kept calling. Now, by this, she already had removed her grandson. Her grandson had been gone a few years. She didn't care. There were still kids in that house that may not have biologically been her grandchildren, but she cared enough to not have one of us pass away. She kept calling Children's Services and forced them to do something with the threat of reporting them, of going higher, going to the news, going to whoever she had to go to until those children were removed. While this all happened, she had another child. My brother's grandmother is pleading with Children's Services. She's adding more children to this. A baby. Insane. They have. Hey, Miss Lisa, how are you? They've failed over and over and over again. And the only thing that has changed is that now it's more visible. Everybody's putting everything on social media, right? So when people get mad, why are people targeting the poor Lori Jones? Poor Lori Jones. Lori Jones, who allowed her children to go through all the trauma, hunger, no clothing, right? Being harmed by men, all the things, right? Her children finally being removed. And they placed back with her. And she continues to show these behaviors online, openly, live all the time, because the addiction to the internet is so rampant. So many people that have addictive personalities that struggled with addiction, substances, substitute that for online. They're addicted to it didn't happen. If I don't go live, it didn't happen. I have to record it or it didn't happen. Oh, I'm cooking for my kids. I got to show everybody because if I didn't, I don't cook for my kids. Oh, I'm petting my dog. Oh, let me grab the dog. I got to show everybody. Look, I love my dog because if I don't love my animals. Huh? I'm going for a walk. I got to record myself going for a walk or else I didn't go outside today. What? Huh? What are we doing? Every part of our life has to be put on the internet or did it happen? Again, don't get it misunderstood. People vlog all the things. There's a space for that. I'm talking about, you know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? We're sitting there doing nothing. We're sitting there, we're getting ready, and it's not even a get ready with me. It's just let me sit here and do nothing while I make an audience watch me. Weird as hell. I'm never going to come here and be walking around and talking to you guys while I do my everyday life, because why the hell do I need an audience for that? So everything is on the internet. Everything is out there, and then people get mad. Why are you're parent shaming her? So what? She's neglecting her kids on camera. Mind your business is what people are telling us. Pretend you're not seeing what you're seeing. Pretend you're not seeing children that are the only true victims being neglected and abused and all the things because you're mom shaming. Mind your business. That's what I hear. That's what I hear every time I see a neglectful parent on the internet showing their abuse and neglect. And people tell us, mind your business. Mind your business. You know where that makes me go back to a little kid when all the adults, all my neighbors, everybody saw us. No clothes, no coats in the winter, starving, looking at them like little puppy dogs while they're walking by and eating. Is that normal to see a whole row of kids, siblings? You're eating and they're acting like they've never seen food before, but that's normal to you as an adult. Oh, those kids are just greedy, right? That's what you think. Mind your business. Fuck you. Fuck you. To anybody that says mind your business. Because it takes me back to a kid where people minded their business. And me and my brothers went through all of it because people minded their business. When it came to children, now adults, mind your business, right? Somebody's getting hurt, DV, you want to mind your business, which I think is fucking disgusting. You want to have it on your conscience that your neighbor was unalived because you heard domestic violence for months and you said, none of my business. That's on you. When it comes to children, I will never be told to mind my business. You made it my business, bitch. You put it on the internet. You made it all of our business. You're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. I meant to turn off my camera. I don't know what I just did. Sorry, I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. You admitted to your past addiction and worked so hard on being clean. Thank you, Chantel Gucci. Thank you. Am I low? Can you guys not hear me? Because I thought, can you guys hear me? Yes, malnutrition. Yes. And it's okay, guys. I'm sorry. I need you guys to understand. This is where it comes from. Yes, God bless my brother's grandmother. And you know what? When we were removed, we were put in foster care. And back then, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not looking at your comments. I'm sorry. And this is why I thought to do it in a video, because then I wouldn't be neglecting my chat. You guys know I'm always 4 months behind on my chat, but I don't want to purposely neglect my chat. But I work for a school district, and I'm telling you, I think something is up. I would call exactly. They're mandated reporters, though, right? Like CPS is mandated reporters. school, you work in a school, you're mandated reporters. That means that you're mandated, you're obligated. If you see something, call it in. And it doesn't matter. Don't say, oh, needlessly. If follow your gut. Follow your gut. And I'm not saying traumatize kids because you think a mom, the kid's not wearing the latest fashions or shit like that. I'm not talking about stuff like that, right? They're not wearing the name brands, you know, they're being made fun of because they don't have the latest clothing. Are they clean? You know, there's warning signs. There's warning signs. Kids are coming to school looking thin. They're wearing long sleeves out of season. They look disheveled all the time. They're sleeping. They're always tired. These are all warning signs of children. They're hungry at lunch. They're eating, and you see them waiting around at the table, looking at other people's plates, other children's plates, asking for more food. You don't shame a kid. You don't say they're greedy. There's probably something going on at home. There's no such thing as mind your business when it comes to kids. And people could say that I'm wrong for that. There will never be mind your business when it comes to kids. People like Gabby Jacobson that mistreat her kid. Again, it's not just a difference in parenting styles, right? It's pure neglect being shown on the internet. And the same thing was happening with Ileana Brown. And when we spoke about it years ago, people were furious at us. We had these little clip channels, new channels, right? Because I don't shit on clip channels. I think there's a necessity for those channels. And thank you guys, because I find a lot of stuff I need from clip channels. But I'm talking about people that disliked us and created channels just to shit on us because they didn't want to say it with their whole chest. And that we were mom shaming her when we were calling out these things. And now it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And now it's become normalized for moms and dads. I'm not singling only moms, but I see it a lot with moms. Moms to show these behaviors online. And when you call it out, they throw up the shield that you're mom shaming. People jumping down the throats of people that are calling out these behaviors, saying that you can't do that. You can't do that because it's mom shaming, has created what we see now with Gabby, with Lori, with Lisa Richard, with it goes on and 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 on. All these people that feel emboldened to not only mistreat their kids, you would think that would be bad enough, but to show it on the internet day in and day out. So I'll always be able to sleep well at night that I spoke out for a child. Always, always and forever. I had to call on a neighbor back in the 70s when I was probably only 19 after witnessing the father hitting this little girl a few times. It was abuse. And it was abuse for us too. It wasn't corporal punishment. It wasn't. My mother took it way beyond corporal punishment. She did. She did. My mother took out her frustrations, her anger out on us on a daily basis. And she allowed people she was dating to also abuse us, beat us. My father has never laid a hand on me a day in my life. A day in my life. I think my little brother that's a year younger, he may have tapped him on the butt one time. One time, and he felt so bad. And it was a tap on the butt, and my brother was out of order. You hear me? And my father tapped him on the butt and felt so bad. Never in my life has my father ever put his hands on me. But my mother's dating these lowlives. Who the hell are these dudes? And they're putting their hands on us all the time. The things I could say, the way we were treated. Again, I don't want to trigger people. And I don't want to give degenerates something to be like, they could never survive what I overcame. So I will say that. But it was way beyond punishment. It was way beyond corporal punishment. It was excessive. I still have scars. I still have physical scars, along with the emotional scars. I still have plenty of physical scars. So do my brothers. So Were they in school? Were who in school? No, they weren't. The kids that I showed, no, they were 4 and 5. They weren't in school. I don't know. Everybody failed them. That's what the narrator was asking. And that's why I was looking for more. I'm gonna do more research into her story and find out were these kids supposed to be in school? Because not only we know that CPS was involved in their lives, they failed them, but if they were enrolled in school or a daycare or a preschool, then they were failed by them as well, right? Doctors, they didn't go to any doctors. And that's the thing, some kids, I don't blame doctors specifically because the doctors are not going to call home to you, right? Like keep tracks on kids move to other states, they change doctors, all the things. It's different if a child is taken to the hospital and there's bruising, but I never fault medical professionals because they don't have that right? To a kid, you were their primary doctor. The mom could have changed doctors and all the things, again, moved out of state, all the things. But schools, very, very different. CPS, you're notified, you're involved. CPS bears the most burden, in my opinion. They bear the most burden because you're there to oversee these children. You're made aware that there is a problem. There is a problem here. You are the voice for those children. You are the protectors for those children. And when you say I have too much of a caseload and all the things, which I understand, I get it, but this is your job. This is your job. These children, their lives depend on it. There was a woman, trigger warning. This is one little story I'm going to share, and I'm just sharing it because the 911 operator, this 911 operator hung up on people 47 times. Hung up on people 47 times. One woman, she hung up on 3 times. A mother that called frantic for help because her 4-month-old was not doing well. She called 3 times, and this woman that was 23 years old was a 911 operator, hung up on her, okay? And the child passed away, okay? The mother was in court saying how she feels so guilty. Had she not tried to call 911 and had spent that time taking the child to the hospital herself, she maybe her child would be here. On the body cam, I'm gonna link that too. Okay, but that's a trigger warning. I'm gonna link that too. The woman, the body cam, they asked her, come with us, you're going to jail. You hung up on 47 times. You know what she says? I didn't feel like doing my job. That is her exact words to the officer. I didn't feel like working. You're a 911 operator. This woman lost her 4-month-old child because you hung up on her 3 times when she was calling for an ambulance for help for her child. And she hung up on people 47 times, y'all. Insane. Okay, thank you guys. Insane. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just listen, Linda. I'm happy to. Guys, let me read the comments because I just been talking. Well, my cat decided to run under a bush and I had to maneuver to get his fat butt out. Then the old grumpy decides to hit him in the audacity, the unmitigated gall, bliss. Now, Cindy, I'm with you, kids and animals. I don't and will never mind my business. Amen. Amen. My parents always made sure, let me turn my camera off because I can't see and you already know. My parents always made sure we had clean clothes and food on the table, even though my dad was the breadwinner. Also, when he had to stop working due to illnesses, he always made sure we didn't miss any meals. I'm with you 100%. No minding my business when it comes to kids. I'm a mandated reporter. I'm a teacher. Okay, a pair of professional work out elementary school. That's right. And God bless teachers. You know, my teacher, I don't know. It was a different time, y'all. And we went to school so little that I don't know. I don't know. It was a different time, and I'm not excusing my teachers, but I guess my teachers knew that CPS was involved because CPS went to the school. So I guess the school thought they're working with the parent. So I don't blame my teacher. You know what I mean? CPS had to go to the school. When we were finally removed, CPS removed us from school. Isn't that funny? We never went to school. And the one day they come to remove us, they picked us up at school. And we went into foster care. And the way it was set up back then was that whoever called had to take in the kids. So now my brother's grandmother took her grandson, and now she has 3 extra children. A 5-month-old, right? A 10-year-old and a 9-year-old. And my little brother, her grandson was 5. So she has a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 5-month-old. Mind you, for doing the right thing, they forced her to take us. And she did. And she didn't have the space for us. She didn't. She did not have the space for us, but she made space for us. And that woman fed us every day. She fed us. We had clean clothes. I remember one of her sons, I call him my uncle because they're my brother. That was my brother's uncles, right? So they're my uncles too. I love them to this day, his girlfriend, they were teenagers. I was young. His girlfriend was so beautiful and dressed so beautifully and always smelled so good. I always looked up to her. I wanted to be like her. So beautiful, village type dress. I don't know if you guys know what village is. Just really laid back. I don't know. I'm from New York, so the village is a part of Manhattan. It's the lower part of Manhattan. It's when we wore the Doc Martens and the MC boots and the leather jacket and the bell-bottom jeans. That was kind of a village girl vibe. The silver earrings, the silver jewelry, you know what I mean? And she let me go in her closet and take a bunch of clothing. And I was so small and so skinny. And that was the first time I actually had clean clothes, didn't have boy clothing, you know what I mean? And she couldn't afford to buy us expensive clothes. And I was in foster care for, I don't know, not even a year, because I remember my parents, my dad and my stepmom, coming to get me 7 days before my birthday, before I turned 11. And then my brother came a week later, and she stayed with, of course, her grandson and my brother that she raised. She raised him since he was 5 months old. And you can't tell her that that is not her grandson. And you can't tell him that that is not his grandmother. She raised my little brother. My little brother didn't see my mother until a few years before my mother passed away. I finally was able to have my brother that was 5 when she left. He hadn't seen her either. And my brother that was 5 months old came to my apartment in Williamsburg and meet my mother. My little brother, that was his first time ever meeting his mother in his life. And he was a grown man already. And I'm glad that he got to see her before she passed away. Make amends and tell her that she was forgiven. Hey, Terry Lynn, how are you? And tell her that, yes, she's in jail. Oh, she's in jail. Yeah, she's in jail. She's in jail. And that's what I don't understand, ambulance girl. That's what I don't understand. Like how, and that's why she sued. The mother sued and won. She sued the whole city, because how do you get disconnected 3 times? And she would disconnect within 3 seconds, a few seconds after they called. And nothing was done. So she sued. She sued and she won. Yes. What? My teacher used to whip my ass too. And I knew back then it was like a village. We knew it takes a village to raise kids. And if I that's why I still have that belief, not to disrespect my elders. I still have that belief. Now, don't get it twisted. If you're 50, 60, you're close enough. I still try not to disrespect you. Like, I won't call you all out of your name. If you're my age, you could get it. You could get all the smoke. But if you're older than me, I don't disrespect my elders. I don't. I was taught that as a kid because our neighbors or a stranger could whip our ass. And I couldn't go tell my mother, well, that's not true. If I was wrong, okay, let me correct that. Because my mother was abusive, but my mother didn't play games like that. If I disrespected an adult and they told my mother, I was getting whipped by them, whipped by my mother in front of them. But there was one time this girl, we didn't like each other. We would fight each other every time we saw each other. And we were fighting, and her mother jumped in and her mother hit me. And her mother allowed her to bite my finger where my skin was hanging. And I went home and I told my mother, and my mother said, she did what? She, Went back. My mother mollywopped this lady all over the front of her house. Yep, mollywopped her all through the hallway. Made me fight the girl again to whip her ass and made her mother watch while I whipped her ass. Again, I'm not acting like a badass. This is a true story. This is a true story. If you're watching, you know your mom got her ass whooped. And my mom made me whip your ass and then made my brother whip your brother's ass. It was a family affair. Okay. And my brother and her brother didn't even have any problems. My mother was like, oh, no, your mother hit my daughter. Okay. I'm gonna whip your ass. Now you're gonna whip her ass. You're gonna whip his ass. That's how it was. And that's how my mother was. My brother would get in a fight and come home talking about he got beat up. My mother would make him go fight again. Don't come home saying you got beat up. One time my brother got jumped. No lie. My brother got jumped. This is right before we got removed from my mother. Okay. She wasn't in her right mind. Crack cocaine is a hell of a drug. I'm gonna say that. They jumped my brother. Okay. These boys jumped my brother. I'm trying to help him. And a guy that was supposed to be his friend is holding me back from fighting these boys for my brother. We go home. My brother's jumped. He's all mad. My mother's like, oh, really? They jumped you. We're going to go find them. We found one of them. My mother said, you're going to fight him and you're going to whip his ass. And my brother was fighting him. And the boy is like, enough. My mother's like, whip his ass. Until the boy was like begging to stop. My mother said to my brother, you had enough? My brother said, yeah. And that was it. And that's how shit stayed. They didn't jump my brother again. My brother went back for the fair one, whooped his ass, and my mother was satisfied. That's how it was handled back in the days. And you lived to fight another day. We lived to fight another day. Me and that girl never fought again. But I remember, this is fucking hilarious. We're getting removed by CPS from school, right? So it's me, my brother that's a year younger, and my 5-month-old. So I'm holding my 5-month-old, and we're sitting in the back of the car, and we're driving away from the school, and school is letting out. So the girl that would fight all the time, she's coming out the school. She gives me the middle finger. I turn, and I give her the middle finger. Kathy, fuck you to this day. Kathy, fuck you. It's beef forever, girl. I'm just kidding. But I still remember her name. Kathy, we both said fuck you to each other. Never saw each other again in our lives. We hated each other. We used to fight every fucking time we saw each other. We no fear. We didn't care. Nobody fought, there was no weapons. It was hands. We would fight every single time we would see each other. Every single time. And the last day, it was like poetic justice. I'm getting removed, bitch. I'm going on to bigger and better things, bitch. You're stuck here. Fuck you. Gave her the finger and I broke the fuck out. I'm telling you, it was over. I bet you she remembers me. Kathy. Both our names, 5 letters, start with a C. Shit, motherfucker. Cindy, Kathy. We hated each other. We fucking hated each other. Our mothers were a lot alike. I felt bad. My mother whipped her mother's ass. She did. Whipped her mother's ass. And threatened her. Don't you call the fucking police on me, bitch. Because I'll be back. She didn't call the police. She took that ass whipping like a champ. That captain, don't ever let me see you again. It's on site. It's funny. I remember her name. I don't remember her brother's name. I had a brother that was a year younger. She had a brother that was a year younger. And they had no issue. Me and her used to be fighting. And our brothers used to just be standing there like bitches. Every fucking time. They put their hands on it every fucking time. They never fought until my mother, that fateful date, my mother said, get his ass. Stick them on him like a little dog. My brother knew. You don't question her. She tells you to fight, you fight. I'd rather fight you than fight my mother. We weren't fighting my mother. I'm sick. Have her whip our asses. We knew. She said fight. You didn't say but why. You said okay, and you fucked them up. And you better not let her see you get your ass whipped. You better keep fighting. They kick your ass. You better stand up, fight some more. And if she sees you getting your ass whipped too bad, but you keep getting up to fight, she'll stop it. Okay. Fucking embarrassing me now. That's how we became good fighters. Because she's fucking embarrassing me now. So we had to learn to fucking fight. Can't embarrass her because the more you embarrass her, the longer you're fighting, man. Whip their ass quick. Get the fuck up out of there. I'm telling you. It's true. Thank God that was elementary school. That was elementary school. I was in 5th grade when I got removed from there. I went to a whole new other school in 6th grade. They didn't know none of that shit. They didn't know my mother was a crack addict because we were the joke of the Bronx. We lived in the Bronx. We moved around a lot, right? I'm from Manhattan, but then my mom, we moved around a lot. I lived in Chinatown. No lie. We went to PS1. That is the bottom of the fucking PS1, like in Chinatown. We went there. My brother would get his ass karate kicked every fucking day. No lie. I'd be in the fucking yard at lunch. See my brother. Bye, Cindy. Pew! A bunch of kids chasing him. I run after him. He's in the corner. They're karate chopping him, karate kicking him. And he didn't care. My brother is a wallout. My brother didn't care. He was like to fight. He liked to fight. I blame it on my mama. May you rest in peace, but she taught him to fight. He was always fighting. I'm telling you, he was getting karate chopped, and we didn't speak any Chinese. We were the only kids that did not speak Chinese there. He was getting beat up every day. Every day. I had no friends because we weren't there long enough to make friends, but he was there long enough to make enemies. And my brother knows I'm telling the truth. That shit is hilarious. My brother would be running by me at lunchtime, a bunch of kids chasing him. He didn't care. He never backed down. He never backed down from anyone. My brother never backed. And it was that way. We went to middle school together. High school, we didn't because I went to an all-girl school, an all-girl Catholic school. He went to an all-boy Catholic high school. But we went to elementary school together. We were in middle school together. You know what I mean? And it was the same thing in middle school. Kids would come up to me. I'm going to kick your brother's ass. Where's your brother? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Every day. I swear to God. Even a boyfriend of mine. He's like, where's your brother? I'm going to fuck your brother up. I'm like, what did he do? He smacked my hat off and ran. I'm like, fucking kid. Every single day. No lie. One time, because we went to school in Manhattan, because we were living in the Bronx, you know, Children's Services removed us, and my parents lived in Manhattan. So we went to live in Manhattan. So I went to middle school in Manhattan. And it was hilarious. I went to an arts middle school. It was amazing. They had a science program. They had an art program. They threw us in bilingual. I was so mad. Now I'm grateful. Now I'm grateful that they put me in bilingual because I was able to learn Spanish. My mom didn't speak Spanish to us. So I learned Spanish by being put in bilingual. I was mad then. I felt like that. You're segregating us. The hell? I was mad as a kid. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of my culture. But I'm so proud now, right? You know, I learned Spanish, all of the things. Anyway, so we went to school where it was so weird. The yard was wrapped around the building. So there was a building in the middle of our yard. So it was a fence, right? Part of the yard was fenced off. So one day I'm in a grade higher than my brothers. So a bunch of boys from my grade come out like, where's your brother? We're going to kick his ass. By this time, I don't even ask what he did anymore. I already know. I'm in 8th grade now. I already know he did some bullshit, right? 7th grade, I'm asking what did he do? Because he came in. I was in 6th grade. He was still in elementary school. 7th grade, he comes into 6th grade. So in 7th grade, I'm asking, what did he do? 8th grade, I already know. He's a wallout. He did something. They're always like, where's your brother? I'm like, I don't know. So first, we're coming out of school. I'm waiting for my brother so we could go home. because we had to take the train home. He comes out. He's like, Cindy, you didn't see me. I see him scale the fence. Like fucking Spider-Man. Scale that tall ass fence, hid in the bushes. I'm like, oh man, I want to go home, dude. He's like, shut up. He's hiding in the bushes. The boys come out. They're like, where's your brother? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I guess he went home. They're like, so why are you still waiting here? I'm like, because I don't know for sure if he went home, and I don't want to go home on the train without him. I'm making up excuses. I'm like, leave. I'm about to leave now. So I start walking away. My brother could hear me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go see if I see him on the corner. I'm telling the kids. Because if I stay there, they know I'm waiting for my brother. I walk to the corner. The kids are waiting there for me. They're waiting with me. They're like, we're kicking your brother's ass today. That's enough of him coming behind us, tripping us, smacking us in the back of the head, knocking our hats off our head. We're going to kick your brother's ass today. I'm like, haven't you kicked his ass enough? They're like, obviously not. He hasn't learned his lesson. Like, fucking kid. I had to wait like 45 minutes for them to finally get tired. They said, you know what? We're going to get his ass tomorrow. Better tell him we're going to get his ass tomorrow. I'm like, all right. I wait like 5 minutes for them to walk. I walk the long way back. I go back in the yard. I'm like, yo, Angel. He's like, I'm like, Angel. He's like, Cindy. Like, who the fuck else? Santa Claus. Let's fucking go now. Come on. They left. He's like, did they leave? I'm like, we're late. Let's go home. It's like almost 5 o'clock now. I'm like, let's go home already. He scales the fence again, and we get on the train, go home. Fucking kid. That was every day with his badass. Now he lives up to his name, but as a kid, he should have been called the Antichrist. You're not an angel like your name. You're a fucking devil. Now he is an angel. He's one of the most amazing people in the universe. But as a kid, he was evil. Hey, my Shauna. Hey, my get your crayon. CPS is a freaking joke everywhere. They did remove me, which was needed, but moved me to 14 different homes in the late 80s. I was a good kid, no trouble. Not enough workers or homes nowadays. I agree. And sometimes foster homes are just as bad, if not worse, right? The home I went into, it was great. I wasn't mistreated, but she didn't have the funds. You know, like she had to feed us and all the things, and it was unfair to her. You know, now I guess they give people money. Back then, she wasn't getting the money to house us. She wasn't. And she had her kids living there. You know, her kids were older. Her sons were older, but she didn't have room for us. And then she, you know, did the right thing by us, and now was stuck with 3 other children. Thank God my dad and my stepmom came and got us, and we lived an amazing life. And she took care of my brothers. They went to Disneyland every year. Florida. I don't remember. Don't get me to lie. I don't remember which one is World or Land. The Florida one. She took them to Florida every year. My brothers went every year. It was a tradition. She took them everywhere. You know, really, really good to my brothers. She's an amazing woman. I have nothing bad to say about my brother's grandmother, an amazing woman. And if she ever watches my channel, because they're aware of my channel, thank you for everything you did. Everything you did for us. You know, I appreciate that. So, yeah, I know. Wait, what did you say about your brother? They put my brother in the basement, which was unfinished, wet, and like a dungeon. He is still fucked up to this day because of that foster home. My brother, things we went through too is pretty damaging. We were hung in an army bag. One of the worst boyfriends she ever had. God forgive me. God forgive me for what I'm about to say, okay? But I hope he died. I don't think I've ever said that about anyone. I hope he did. I hope he did. He introduced my mom to drugs. Again, my mom was responsible for herself, but he introduced her to drugs. He abused me. My mother had to go into a mental institution because of him. And while my mother was gone, he abused me. And he abused me up until the day we were going to pick up my mother. We're in the car going to pick up my mother, and he's abusing me in the car. He physically abused me and my brothers, and he was in the army, if you could believe that, before meeting my mother. And she would go out and leave him babysitting us, and he would hang me and my brother. He loved my little brother that was 5 years younger than us. He loved him because when he met my mother, he was only a year old. So he didn't mistreat him. He mistreated us. He put me and my brother together in his army bag and hung us on the back of the door for hours. By the time he would let us out right before my mother got home, and we couldn't walk. Our legs were cramped. We were put in a big, those big old army bags, those duffel bags. We were placed in that for hours together, me and my brother, for no reason, just out of pure enjoyment for him. Again, I'm sorry. I know that may seem out of character for me, but I hope he died. I do. I do. He abused my mother, broke her nose, all the things in front of us, he was the devil. That man was the devil. He was the devil. So I hope he did. I hope he did. Hey, Tom, how are you? So, yeah. I hope he's gone. I hope he's gone. That's so wicked of me to say. I feel bad saying that. And I'm going to have to pray tonight. I'm going to have to pray tonight for forgiveness for saying that. Because that I would never say that. I would never wish for somebody to be gone from this planet. But some people should be gone. People that harm children, there's no place for you on this planet. I stand by that. I stand by that. You belong under the jail, under the concrete of the jail. People that harm children. I don't know, because some people are sadistic, but again, anybody who harms children, you don't belong on the planet. I agree. I'm sorry. They don't belong on the planet. That's just how I feel. So anyway, I'm going to do a recorded video because I can be more organized with my thoughts there. I have notes and stuff. And I won't go on tangents like this, and if I do, I can edit it out. I'm going to edit it out. Thank you. So I'm going to do a recorded video. I'm going to share some true crime stories. Again, they will not be fatalities. They will be stories at the end of perseverance, of survival, of overcoming, because I think that that's so important. And again, children that have lost their lives, those stories are extremely important to tell, but I'm not able to tell it without breaking down. I'm not able to tell it without crying. So that's why I can't cover those types of stories. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to cover those types of stories. This stream, of course, will not be monetized. I'm not even going to attempt it. Just like when I used to talk about Lisa Richard, I never monetized those streams about Lisa Richard because Lisa Richard is so openly in active addiction, and I don't profit off of addicts. Lori Jones is just a bad person. I think that she's misusing medications and all the things, but that's very different. But again, Lisa Richard is so bam in your face, just like Maddie and Gerald Owens. I don't monetize on those types of things. It's important. I appreciate you all. So this will not be monetized again because I'm talking about children. I'm talking about children. But I just wanted to thank you, my girl. Yes, she's going live. Maria's going live in a few minutes. I was able to do that and get out of here in time. I'm going to go enjoy Maria. People can feel however they want. I like Maria. And before I end, I want to say this. I see people saying people flip-flop. I get how some people can see it as flip-flopping. I see it as all of us have had issues or been angry with people or, gotten frustrated with people. But people that have never crossed that forever no threshold with me, there will always be the opportunity to make amends and do better. Amends is a strong part of my core beliefs because recovery is part of my life. I've been in recovery 25 years, and amends is one of the most important fundamentals in recovery. So I truly believe in making amends with people. And if you've never, again, crossed my boundary, that's a forever no for me. I'm able to be okay with that, especially people that I liked. And so many times I got into shit with people because they were friends with people and I was friends with people or friendly or supported. And those two people started beefing. So it was like the kids, who gets mom, who goes with mom, who goes with dad. That happened so many times. And I'm tired of doing that. And I haven't done that. Like Maria, whoever she's beefing with, Anne in them, I haven't gotten involved in that. I haven't shit talked Anne at all. Because I don't personally have an issue with Anne. So that is what I'm trying to do stepping forward. But I enjoy Maria. I think that her sense of humor is hilarious. Again, I'm not talking about you think when she docks, that's funny. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. So please stop it right now. Jules, I've always enjoyed Jules. Except when she hated me. Hey, Tom, thank you so much. That was very, very kind. I've always enjoyed Jules. At first, it was so funny. I remember the first time I came into Maria and Anne's chat. Jules was like, oh, hell no. Zeus and Selfie Queen, I'm out. She was dying. I was like, I've never had somebody have that visceral reaction to me just coming in a chat before. I didn't even say like F you, Jules. I said, hey. Jules was like, oh, hell no, I'm out. That shit made me laugh for forever. And I joked with Jules about that when we became cool, because that shit was hilarious. She was like, oh, fuck Zeus and Cindy. No, I'm gone. That shit was so hilarious to me. Hey, my Sophie. Maria and I have a long history together. We chose to squash things and we have apologized to each other. I am able to forgive and move on. Exactly. And that is a beautiful thing. Hey, Mikey. And that is a beautiful thing. Me too, Miss Lisa. I missed so many of you guys. I did. And I didn't drag Jules while we stopped talking. I didn't on my channel. That's why so many people that were mods and members and subscribers to her were still able to be mods for my channel, because I didn't do that. I don't like to put people in those positions. I know how it is. Oh my God, who's going with mom? Who's going with dad? That shit is terrible. You shouldn't have to choose. Love mom and dad. You know what I mean? And I'm not doing that. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not fighting with people that I'm not fighting with. I'm also not blind to things going too far. And so I'm using my online currency more wisely. I am. Because if I say I stand against things, I can't participate when those types of things are being done. I can't. So that's just how I'm going to handle it from now on. She did, Stephen. She did. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm out. That shit made me laugh forever. Right when she did that, I was laughing. I was like, damn. like if I stink or something, like in Twilight, when Bella came and sat next to him, and he was like, oh, hell no, and bounced. She stinks. Like gave me the Bella and Edward vibes. Like she was like, I'm not being nowhere near this bitch. That shit was hilarious. Hilarious. Shit was hilarious. It has gone too far. Hey, Mike KK. Congratulations, KK. You did such an amazing job yesterday. And I was so happy the love that you were shown. You deserve it. You lost all the money that you would have gotten for your other channel, and you made it up. And I'm happy for you. People may not like the conversation that you were having in that live. Again, I'm not here to talk about that. Each person, right? How you discuss it on your channel is not my business. But I was so happy for you, my girl KK. No, seriously. She was like, oh, fuck that bitch. I'm out. I love you, my Audie. Thank you. You know, you are such an amazing person. Oh, thank you. I love you, my Audie. Audie's been here forever. I love her so much. I used to call her Audi, like the car. And so one time she was like, she let me say Audi for so long, and somebody was like, "How do you say it?" And I was all confident. You say Audi like the car, and that's when she chimed in. She was like, "Actually, no, not like the car." I was like, "Oh shit, I've been saying it wrong this whole time." And then I got it together. It's Audi. Okay, I got it. But I listen, you know, I appreciate you guys so much. So I'm gonna head over to Maria. For real. And she didn't check me. She was like, okay, I'm gonna let her rock. And then when the opportunity presented itself, when I threw myself in there, my stupid ass stuck my foot in my mouth. It's Audi like the car. She was like, actually. And I appreciate that. Please don't let me look like an asshole. Pull me up on my shit. I know I did for so long, and she did it so nice too. Well, it's not really like the car. Oh shit. Okay, got it. Yes, Bliss. Yes, it was you. It was Bliss. I was gonna say, but I didn't want to throw you under the bus, my girl. It was Bliss. She was like, "Is how do you say your name?" And I'm like, "It's Audi, like the car." Entra metida. That's what I get. No, it wasn't. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you all just for being here. It was so nice. Thank you, Tina Beagle. I appreciate you so much. And thank you, my Bliss Chris. And thank you, IB Me. And thank you, Tom. And thank you all for being here. Some of you guys, I will see you over at Maria's. And the rest of you, I will see you somewhere on these crazy YouTube streets. Remember, try to be the change you want to see on YouTube. Let's not be mess the spoons, please. And I love you guys. Y como siempre, te quiero mucho, mis amores. Enjoy the rest of your night, y'all. Bye, guys.